Here's a bold statement. President Donald Trump's return to the United Nations General Assembly was anything but ordinary. His speech wasn't just a rehash of old talking points. It was a fiery, often contradictory, and undeniably controversial take on global diplomacy. But here's where it gets controversial. While Trump criticized the UN for falling short of its potential, he also declared unwavering support for the organization. How does that work? Let's dive into the 7 key moments that made this address unforgettable and leave you questioning the future of US involvement in global affairs. 1. A teleprompter meltdown sets the tone. From the very start, Trump's speech was off to an unconventional beginning. He openly mocked the malfunctioning teleprompter, joking that the operator was in big trouble. Later, he took a jab at the UN's bad escalator, setting the stage for a speech that would be as unpredictable as it was provocative. 2. The peacemaker paradox. Trump boldly claimed to have ended 7 wars, positioning himself as a global peacemaker. A claim he's been pushing for a Nobel Peace Prize. And this is the part most people miss. Fact checkers have pointed out that some of these wars were either not full-scale conflicts or remain unresolved. So is Trump's peacemaking record as solid as he claims? It's a question worth debating. 3. Palestine statehood, a reward for Hamas. This week, several nations, including Britain, Canada and France, formally recognized a Palestinian state, a move Trump vehemently opposed. He argued that this recognition would encourage continued conflict and serve as a reward for Hamas, the group behind the October 7th attack that sparked the Gaza war. Old question. Is recognizing Palestine a step toward peace or a provocation? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. 4. Europe's turn to step it up against Russia. Trump didn't hold back on Russia's invasion of Ukraine, threatening powerful tariffs if the aggression continues. He also called on European nations to stop importing Russian oil. Controversial interpretation. Is this a genuine call for unity or a strategic move to shift the burden onto Europe? Discuss. 5. Your countries are going to hell. Trump's migration warning. In a stark moment, Trump criticized global immigration policies, declaring that other countries' approaches were leading them to hell. Meanwhile, he defended his own mass deportation agenda in the US as the solution to uncontrolled migration. Thought-provoking question. Is Trump's hardline stance on immigration the answer, or does it miss the bigger picture? Share your perspective. 6. Climate change. The greatest con job ever. Trump doubled down on his skepticism of climate change, dismissing UN scientific predictions as wrong and slamming renewable energy projects like wind farms. Instead, he urged countries to buy fossil fuels from the US. Counterpoint, is this a pragmatic approach to energy or a dangerous denial of global climate realities? Let's debate. 7. US-Brazil tensions. A handshake amid tariffs. The contrast between Trump's speech and Brazilian President Lula's couldn't have been starker. While Lula warned of rising anti-democratic forces and the need for multilateralism, Trump announced a 50% tariff on Brazilian goods, a penalty for the prosecution of his ally, former President Jair Bolsonaro. Yet, in a surprising twist, Trump described Lula as a very nice man and hinted at a potential meeting. Subtle controversy. Is this a genuine olive branch or a strategic move to soften criticism? What do you think? Final thoughts. A speech that demands discussion. Trump's UN address was a masterclass in contradiction, criticizing the UN while pledging support, touting peace while threatening action, and shaking hands while imposing tariffs. Here's the big question. Does this speech reflect a coherent global strategy, or is it a reflection of Trump's unpredictable leadership style? We want to hear from you. Agree or disagree? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below.